What is going on, shipmates? We are here with Echo of Azure Part 2. It is here with the new week, and we're going to jump into it. So, kind of give you a layout what this video is going to be about. I'm obviously going to jump in, show you the new stuff that's happening this week, the new events. Obviously, talk about the Echo of Azure Part 2. Kind of update you on my PvP standings, where I'm at. Then go into summons. And then I haven't done it before, but I do want to show you guys my process on how I add new units to my squad and like kind of my routine with that. That way it's kind of like an easy transition. It doesn't, and then I can kind of show you if what I'm working on is actually increasing my power or if it's not. And then after that, that's going to be about it for the video. So let's jump into it. So we'll start with the easy stuff. So card star here to the left is this week's little duelist little thing. So for this one, once you get to the end of the glory sword progress, you'll be getting the 20 Renaissance card pack. Ooh, excuse me. That's going to be helping you if you have unlocked it. I believe it's level 65 when you start talking about getting the Renaissance cards. And what they do, they just add power to your account. It's another thing to collect, another thing to add, and of course it's depending on whose card and which card you get. They link with the other ones, giving you bonus for HP, attack, resistance, armor, all that good stuff. So that's what's going on here for this week with the card star. Up here up top we have data exchange going on. It's only here for a couple more days. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty easy. It's little mini games. Like this one, you match up. Oh, bam, 3 rings. You get some extra currency if you need it. If you're running low, this obviously helps. And then there is also one. Let me see if I can run or find it real quick. There is a mini game where you can get morphite. It's like free morphite. I think the most is like 200. Oh yeah, right here, boom. Yeah, 200, obviously, and then the other ones are kind of random small. So. Bam, let's see what we get. Give me the 200. 200. Oh, that was, come on, devs. That was crazy. Anyway, so you can do participate. And then here to the right side, the more you participate, you can obviously spend some more fight here to get these rewards if you do need them. If you want some more of the boxes here, these are going to be used to summon for the combat arms, the red squares. I forget what they're called. The identification is for your neo list, stuff like that. And then of course there's a section where you have to buy, spend some money, and then you just keep going and keep going up the chain. All right, so that's going on for there. Those two. For patrol, King of the Cage is over. Shiny Ceremony is here. Something very similar to King of the Cage, kind of another PvP. This one does have different tiers, and like let's see if I can pull it up. Is it gonna be this one? No. Wait, oh, there it goes. All right, so yeah, so you start up here at the Glory 4, work your way up into Splendor, into Bright, into Dazzle, into Flare, Shine, Hazy, all that good stuff. Or I'm sorry, Hazy is the first one you start off with. Wow, I read that backwards. So you start at the bottom when you have 0 points. You fight other people, and as you win, you move up and you go all the way to the top. Obviously, your rewards are going to be here. The tickets, it has its own store as well. So as you collect these Starlight tickets, you can spend them at that store for the Elementiums and everything to use to summon and like stuff like that. So yeah, I'm currently in Shine 3. Pretty much staying here. You pretty much, what you do is you pretty much go as far as you can, and then you kind of get stuck back and forth, because once you go up one, everybody above me is like 5 to 10 million. I'm sorry, 5 to 10,000 account power more than me. So they're at the 15K or the the 23K, and I'm obviously nowhere near. I can barely touch them. So then I just get dropped down to this one, but I'm at the top of this one. So then I just go back up and I'm gonna go back and forth. So Shining Ceremony, that's that. If you want to participate in that, go ahead. It's pretty fun. I like it. Obviously, Nebulous Nightmare is still here for another 4 days. Everything else is the same. And then just a quick update on my cage file. I am at rank 44. This guy Swift here knocked me down to like 48 or something like that. It was very interesting because he's almost a million points down from me, count power wise. So interesting team that he has. So shout out to him. And then I was like, you know what? Instead of fighting for him, I'm just gonna skip ahead. And I knocked out somebody who was at 40. With I think they had like 12 million or 11 million. That's where the types of character you use and the special effects really comes into play. But this Ira Ray knocked me down. So I'm at 44 right now. I'm working my way. And this happens every time a new unit UR case comes out. Everybody gets the new unit. They add them to the team. They kind of work around it because obviously it's very easy to switch out characters in and out, especially if you have their combat arms. It really adds and pays off pretty well for your squad. And then they just use that character and it bumps you up pretty quick. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later about the units. All right, so then straight into down here at the weekly event. So Echo of Azure Part 1 is pretty much done. Like I said, I have leftover stuff here, so probably after the video I'll go through and spin it. So me personally, what I do spend it on is this one, Artifact. That's used to upgrade and your Neo list, which does add quite a bit of account power. Next is the Neutral Solutions is what I go for. Number 3, that's the highest level. Those are to level up your pets and stuff like that. You can have up to 4. I believe the max you could unlock is 5. But yeah, unlocking those, that's an extra turn of attack that they do, so that always helps when they're leveled up. Proof of Bond is something I usually get just to help increase the affinity for each of my cases. And then I'm not really messing with the Chimera or the equipment right now, and I'll get into a little bit into that a little later. But yeah, that's what. And then whatever's left over, I usually go down and just spend it on tribute points, stuff like that. So yeah, that one's pretty much done. Splendid Renewal is still going on, 4 days left. Like I said, the boss here, challenge that one. As you go farther, higher point, you get more rewards. Everything for the story is unlocked, so we'll get all that free morphite there. 4 days left to get all that stuff. All right, Echo of Azure Part 2. This is the new UR unit that is featured. We got 11 days left. I know I do apologize again. I am a day behind on content release and video, and I am a little behind on releasing multiple videos a week, so I'm trying to get back on that. So excuse me while I kind of working through some stuff in the background, trying to catch up and posting 2 or 3 videos a week like I used to. Anyway, back to it. Same thing, you got 3 dailies that you can do, achievements for getting farther into the story and doing all this other stuff. Obviously, if you get Renne, the unit, and starring her up or breaking her, doing the breakthroughs, you get more rewards from that. The boss mode is Dominica. Here, same thing as usual. You get your legendary points, gets you upgraded to add more stats to your squad. Higher you go down, more rewards you get. Backing up from that, and then of course the shop. Since I'm here, I'm go ahead. So 5 is always like pretty much what they have for each event that you can get, but it is locked until you hit 2,000 of whatever the the resources or whatever the currency they're using for that event. So for this one, it's the Septium. So once you hit 2,000, then it unlocks that feature to buy your Elementium, and then you can go over and head over and get all that. All right, so then after that, you're gonna go back. So those are pretty much it. So that's like everything new, what's going on. So straight into the draws. This is Renne. Let's do a quick look at her control and reflect and control. So double control. Ooh, I forget the name of this clan here that she's here. Her links are Dominica, attack 18%, Mochi, armor, increase 18%, Rixia and Ellie increases her HP by 25%, and Ziz resistance increased by 18%. I was on the fence about this one, and you guys know, if you see my previous videos, I'm really working on trying to increase these links. When you have that full links going on, it increases the power of that unit so much. I mean, 18% attack, armor, another 18, HP by 25, which is something I'm always having issue with, because if you guys see my other videos, I really don't use healers as part of my squad, even though I know it's part of like the holy trinity of, you know, games like this. You want the DPS, the tank, and the healer. So and then the resistance here at the bottom by 18%. So it's always good. The more links you have, the better that unit kind of performs overall. So here are this. Let's go ahead and take a look at her skills. All right, pretty interesting, pretty basic. Locks into her targets, inflicting physical damage 81% to front row enemies. AoE, so not bad. Only 81% though. Swings her giant scythe, dealing physical damage 173% attack to enemies within a cross-shaped area. Okay, interesting. For every 10% of her HP missing, all right, her damage increases by 5%. That's not bad. So pretty much as you go on during the match, and as she's taking more damage, her attack is increasing. And if you have the link, who was it again? Rixia or Ellie, which were those are the two featured units of the Echo Part 1. Her health is increased by 25%. So that's another 25% you can increase her damage as well, if it's going up for every 10% of her HP going down. All right, so her ultimate is going to be inflicting physical damage, 257% attack in a cross-shaped area again. Cool. So that's definitely AoE. Not too sure how that cross-shaped looks like, or what, maybe if it's just like the back 2 or the back 3 and one front, or the front 3 and one back. I'm gonna have to look at it a little later. Also transfers one control effect from each ally in the same row, all right, to herself. Interesting. That's not a bad skill, because I know for me, something that I have trouble with my squad is that I am not 100% sure of which units do it, but there are some units out there that just crazy cut my attack power, or really more like damage done to them. Crazy. Like my average attack damage is like 1,000,000 plus when I'm fighting these other units, and then, or I'm sorry, these other squads, and some units out there cut that down to like 10,000, and that stops me so hard. Pause. And it's so that's actually pretty good, because what she could do is those effects that are affecting my real DPS and hard-hitting units can take that away from them and keep them with the high attack and the high DPS. So that's interesting. That's good. I like it. That's not bad. And of course, I'm already leaning toward her with the full 4 links. I only have one unit right now in my squad with full 4. All right, lastly but not least is her passive. Let's take a look at this. So when Renne's HP is above 50%, she enters the Puppet Master state. Cool. When her HP drops below 50%, she transitions to the Executioner state. All right, and the Puppet Master is self-removes control effects before taking action. All right, so pretty much, oh, okay. And Executioner increases damage bonus and damage reduction by 20%. So when her HP is 50% and above, she's in Puppet Master. So pretty much when she does her ultimate and she takes away one control effect from everybody, that next turn, if her HP is above 50%, she's getting rid of all that already. that she had just brought onto herself. So pretty much you're getting rid of all the controls that the other squad's trying to put on you to take control of the match and win. That's good. That's a really good counter. I mean, obviously her thing is control, reverse and control. So that's exactly what you want that type of unit to do. So awesome. And then the executioner, when her HP goes below 50%, obviously it's going to be in the danger zone. Increases damage bonus and damage reduction by 20%. So not only is her damage bonus increasing by 20%, but the damage coming in is also being down by 20%. So yeah, it's not bad. And then with my team or my squad, I definitely have a lot of shields, and like I said, units give other shields, giving buffs, stuff like that. So if she gets below that 50%, and then increases that and go into effect, and then boom, shields are popping up. She's full shield. I probably should make a video and kind of really show you guys how my squad works. I'll probably do that maybe a little later this week. But yeah, so pretty much most of my units give shields to each other or themselves or increases. And probably by like the second or third round, if you take a look, pretty much everybody in my squad has like a full shield on top of their health. So that's usually why I can pretty much take on these, squads that are, 5 million, 7 million above my account power, because most of their damage is just hitting the shield and not my actual squad and characters. All right, so Renne, definitely good if you need that control, reflecting control. If you're having trouble with controls from other squads and you're just not progressing even in the story, or to further your account and whatnot, because of the controls and stuff getting hit on for your team, she's very good. And I mean, all these units have already kind of been out. Mochi is definitely going to be a little hard to get because they're really focusing on the URs right now with releasing. So I don't know if she's going to be brought back anytime soon. I know they kind of do put SSRs kind of in there into the weekly draws. They do put them in there weekly, but it does change, and I haven't seen Mochi be ran back yet since the first time she was brought in, which was probably a few weeks before the 1-year anniversary, which is early December. So about 4 or 5 months ago. That's when I kind of started playing this game again. So there she is, Reborn Angel. Renne, you are definitely I would say add her to the especially if you took part in the Echo of Azure Part 1. You might have the 2 units already, so that's going to be, you're already starting off really good with I think 2 links. But let's run through this real quick. Card summon, this is what I was talking about earlier. Nothing has changed here since my last video. Purple SR, cool. Alamanos is the same, nothing new featured. Obviously the arms, combat arms is going to coordinate with the featured units. We got nothing going on for the Neo list. Really waiting for them to put another UR1 out. I'm hoping it's soon. Des, if you're watching, please put one out. I've been saving. I'm at 190 and I'm at the 45 for the pity here, so I'm getting close. I mean, I do kind of, I should say, go ahead and try to get another one of these, but the UR, my flag, I can't really say the full name, but it does so much damage. It's definitely another reason why I move so quick and so up is it does, especially the abyssal dive. It did like 150 million damage, taking out like half the team right off the bat, first in like the second round. So yeah, definitely other things to look out for. And so we have Northern Charm, Lindell. She's a good unit. I did use her before all the UR started coming out. I did like her growth and evolution stuff. Those of you who like healers, Ring is a good one. I did use her for a little bit just because she was a UR, and she was like, I think the second or third UR that they put out after the anniversary. and she was good. She helped me kind of for a little bit because she did link up with some other people, but she just didn't do the damage that I needed to kind of help progress. But like I said, I also have all the shields going on, so I kind of, once another UR unit came out that did more DPS, I ended up switching her out. So but Lorraine is still here. She's here for 4 more days. I reviewed her already, so as you can see, I've been grinding a little bit. I did try to get her last time in my last video, I believe it was. I missed her, didn't get her, so I've been saving up, and of course now with the pity, I have even more chance of getting her this time. So and the reason why I'm going to be summoning for her is just that max links here, I have pretty much 3 out of the 4. Hathor, she was featured. I didn't get a chance to get her, but I do know Hathor is a pretty popular unit that everybody's using. She was really good. I have one of my highest videos of views and interactions is the one I did my review over Hathor. Great unit, like her a lot. Didn't get the chance. I missed her twice now of getting her, but now that I know that I kind of needed to finish up these links, definitely good looking into getting her. So we're gonna just finish up the video here. Let's get some summons. All right, let's see what we got. Can we get her early? And then if we say it isn't so, there we go. All right. Perfect. We got her. First 10 summon. Thank you, devs. Thank you, YouTube luck. And she's East Rise, which is the clan that I am actually working on. Oh, okay. Ooh, I got scared. I thought I got her twice. I was about to flip out, but I was yeah, so that's one of the clan that I'm kind of working on right now a little bit more is the East Rise. So now that I grabbed her, you know what, I'm probably gonna go for Renne next, just because as you can see, one thing I did kind of want to mention at the end of the video, I'll just do it here, was I know a lot of people review units and say, oh, this one's good, this one's bad, you know, if you don't really need it, skip it. But as you can see, if you skip them, it's like good and bad. So I'll give it this example here. So pretty much like Hathor was somebody I was like, okay, you know, she's good, she's decent, she doesn't really mix well with the squad right now, link wise and everything, but the one that I do want and got and need for the squad now, I need Hathor. So if you have the chance, at least try to go for the pity. I know sometimes it's a bit of a struggle, you know, trying to get the grind weekly to get enough morphite to do 60 summons. That is a lot. I mean, you're looking at 60, 1500 for each one. 360, so that's about 9,000 morphite. If you're not, then that's just morphite alone. If you're not including the elementiums that you can try and get free. But with all the events going on, I will say it's a little bit easier because you've got, I mean, each little thing here, you get about 1,500 to 2,000 for each full, not each one, but I'm talking about all 3 together. You're getting about 1,500 to 2,000, depending on the type of missions and stories that they're giving out. All right, so let's wrap this up. I'm going to show you guys what I do once I get to this new character. All right, so first things first. Actually, you know what? We've got to get her weapon. It should be featured, right? Oh, there it is. All right, so I got 15. Let's summon and try to get the Rui. That doesn't look like, nope, it wasn't. All right, whack. All right, so I got 6. How much is that gonna cost me? 600 to finish up the 10. Can we get it this time? No. Wow. All right, so it gave me the luck for the actual summon, but looks like I'm gonna have to go full pity to get this. Come on, there it goes. All right. There we go. All right, so I do heavily advise when you get these units to make sure you get the corresponding combat arms, especially the UR version. It does unlock more skills, another skill that the combat arms itself has. Now, when you do the missions and stuff like that, let's see if I can show you guys. Yeah, look, attain case, you get the basic form, the SR purple version of it. So you do get the SR version for free, but of course, I mean, you want the UR version. Does more damage, has more skills, stronger hits, stuff like that. So now that that's done, so vibration arms, we're going to, this one's ready to break through. We'll do that real quick. Bam. Level 3, break through. These real quick. Prism is done. Oh, not done. Cool. And then you don't want to skip out on doing these little ones either, because it just adds account power. Every little thing pretty much in here adds account power, and I will show you that. All right, so you know what, that's here, the complex showroom. We're gonna go here to the library, unlocking her, activating. Look at that, 75,000 account power added just off of that. Absolutely insane. Look at that, another bit more. That's why it's always good to try to get as many as you can. Of course, obviously, you know, it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of, some of you, I get, you know, you don't have time. You just want to like get the ones you want, the best ones, and kind of move on with it. And that's not a problem either. I mean, people, I was like that too before I got really serious into this, in a sense. All right, so that, checking, those are done. This one was the other one that I picked up. There we go. 500. See, even the purple ones give you at least something, and that the little bits, the little details, they add up. They do. 1900. Look, I'm at what I start at 96 or 97, and now I'm about to hit 99. Can I hit 10? Will I hit 10 million? Will I break the point? All right, and then of course the URs have combat on have their own section here. 16,000. 16,000. That's what I'm telling you guys. See, it's just there's a few that I've missed and skipped, but it adds up. It adds up. It's crazy how big and how much power one unit can add. So this is the affinity. Oh, there she goes. We'll add it quick. Bam. You get these pretty easily from the dormitory, stuff like that. The little events, they give those out. All right, so that's full. That's 7. And then if you haven't looked at this yet over here, this whole infinity map, each unit or case has their own little group that they're attached to. Did I miss it? Oh, it's down here. Bam. Roxy and Lorraine, both in the squad. And then see, adding this up together. So it says it right there, bonus effect level 18, member basic attribute upgrade. Lorraine activates how to make a profit, and it tells you right here. Remember those in there, attack bonus 8, now it's going to 8.4%. How to make a profit. When Lorraine reaches her limit break skill, she inflicts additional damage equal to 140% attack on all enemies. And recovers HP equal to 12%. Wow. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that. That's such a big buff. That's a big buff. You know what I'm going to do? I know the video is running a little long, but I'm going to go ahead and do this too. Well, you know what? I'll save it. I was going to do the next level of affinity and get her to 14, but that's fine. We're at 9.8. All right, let's put her in the squad. So who am I going to switch out? Of course, I am going to switch out the unit with the lowest links. I've been working on them. I actually have QB reached up to 4 max now. I believe I can get Rixia up. Nope, Sierra, I don't have her available. Somebody I could have sworn I got. Sorry guys, I'm jumping on. Oh, it was new. I just recently got new and Fire Nita. So that's why. That's what it. And then it increases her attack by 25%, which is crazy. All right, so Coretta, great unit. didn't have enough links. These units here, like Lyra, Lumera, and Mori, those are like units that SSR cases that I haven't seen since I've been playing. So I'm gonna switch her out because I don't see me getting her other links anytime soon. So there it is. We're going, look at that, 2 links plus 4. I'm gonna put her in. Bam. Plus 29. All right, plus 30,000. That's not bad, but look, we're gonna switch out that one too. And what's it gonna take us to? Oh wait, did it not do it? She's at 1.5. And you see here it activated this here, and then it gives you with vibration buff. Takes it. She restores 20% max HP, converts any excess healing into a shield. Bam! Shield, shield, shields. My favorite. You guys know it. All right, so she's at 1.5. She's, oh, Sharon, of course, is my number 1 at 1.8, my tank. But she's pretty much on par with everybody else when Coretta was down a little bit. And now I have another leader buff, which same faction. So I have East Rise is number 4 with her into it. So now my allies' defense is plus 130 and another attack of plus 5%. So that's how I do it. Oh, I do need to. All right, I gotta activate that one, which will get. Is it both? Oh, it is both. All right, so I'll work on that a little later. So that's all done. She is ready to go. I could have sworn there was, there is another part, I can't remember where, I think it's on the combat arms. There's another section that you can upgrade it like pretty much automatically to the next level. Is it the modify? Yeah, right here, augment, bam, 14,000. Tier 0 to tier 1. Upgrade, upgrades, upgrades. So that puts me at 9.899. I'm pretty much almost at, I'm 100,000 away from doing 10 mil. So that's the next step. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get stuff together. I'm trying to post more videos for you guys. I know you guys are enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, good comments. I do have room for friends, so if you're looking for friends on the game, it's Admiral YouTube YT, or if you just put in Admiral, you could probably find me. Also, I am actually a part of a clan already, but if you guys comment or saying you guys want, or if you need one, or you're not finding a good one, let me know. I will make my own, and then I'll have you guys join that, because I pretty much try to play at least once a day, getting in, and I can pretty much do everything in the clan by myself as far as like knocking out stuff. So that's it, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Video is a little long, but it was worth it. Showed you guys a lot of great stuff. Fair winds and following seas. See you next time.